Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
The word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. At Actegra Cooperative, we are dedicated to supporting the success of our farmers and the health of our communities for generations to come. Rooted in our communities, Actegra strives to instill dedication, determination, and integrity in everything we do, and that includes inspiring the next generation of agricultural leaders.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Grossenberg's Chopper Days promotion is back. The entire month of February, Grossenberg Implement is offering 10% discount on common wear parts for self-propelled 4-H harvesters. These savings are for higher volume wear parts for 4-H harvesters.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Following is a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group.
Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX is brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Access Health Fort Pierre, the Corner Station, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Oahe Federal Credit Union, TNA, Happy Sun and Shine Properties, Wagner Auto, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, Birding Electric, Bauman Lumber, and Venture Communications. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Bank West, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Actegra, CHS River Plains, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
The Pierre Governors hit the road once again as the regular season is winding down. Just a couple of weeks left to go here in the regular season as the Pierre boys hit the road to take on the Brookings Bobcats here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium here on the east side of South Dakota. Hi, friends. Brent Bowen alongside with you. The Pierre Governors 9-7 overall on the season against the 1-15 Brookings Bobcats. The Pierre TF Riggs Governors are coming off a 50-46 loss at Huron last Tuesday night, but the Governors a week of rest as they'll look to get back into the win column against the struggling Brookings Bobcats, as the Governors right now sitting at 9th place in the AA standings. They would head to Watertown to take on the Arrows in the Sodak 16 if the season ended today. The Bobcats would not be playing in the Sodak 16 field, as obviously the top 16 teams need to make it, but the Bobcats a win here and then maybe a couple more wins against Spearfish and Sturgis. Their season is not dead yet, but they'll likely need a win tonight for any shot at some postseason contention. It was Brookings, their lone win came early in the season against Douglas, but it's a team that in spurts has played decent basketball here over the last couple of weeks. A couple of games ago against Sioux Falls Roosevelt, the Bobcats fell by 18 points here at Brookings High School, but the Bobcats, they were up 5 after quarter number 1. Played some of their best basketball they have all season, so the talent is definitely there, as they just got to look to put things together. The Governors will not have necessarily an easy game here tonight, especially with the absence of Jet Zabel, who will not be playing tonight. He's dealing with an illness. Jet is back in Pierre. He'll be watching tonight, so Jet, hope to feel better soon, as the Governors have the Mitchell Colonels on Friday, so some tough tests coming up for Pierre to end the regular season, as they'll hope to take care of business tonight with the win in Brookings. As we are here atop the Bob Jostad Gymnasium here at Brookings High School. Brookings, the 4th most populous city in the state of South Dakota. Population right around that 23,000 to 24,000 range. It's the county seat of Brookings County, home to South Dakota State University, the state's largest institution of higher education. Brookings, the home of the South Dakota Art Museum and the Children's Museum of South Dakota. The Pierre Governor boys took the trek about 3 hours and 15 minutes east, straight on Highway 14. Similar trip to Huron last week, just add another hour and 20 minutes. It's senior night here at Brookings High School. The sophomore game is just coming to an end. The seniors here are about to be honored and recognized, and then the teams will each get 15 minutes of warm-up time before we get things underway today. So as our Bank West pregame show continues, we'll take a look at what else is happening tonight around AA basketball. We've got a conversation with each head coach for our keys to success, as well as our starting lineups and more. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder!
Oh.
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What makes our business successful? Our people. Beck Motor Company and Pierre takes great pride in our team, and we are looking to add to it. We currently have an opening for a full-time parts consultant. This individual works closely with our service departments and collision center customers, as well as walk-in customers, getting them the parts and accessories they need. Experience a plus, but we'll train the right individual. Many benefits, including health insurance. Contact Steve Meyer at 224-5912.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Welcome back to our Bank West pregame show here from Brookings High School as the Pierre Governor boys hit the road, getting ready to take on the Brookings Bobcats here in this ESD matchup. Fans that are driving around, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to celebrate being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. The seniors are currently being recognized here for the Brookings Bobcats. There are 10 of them on this squad under the first-year head coach of the Bobcats, Mike McCarty. They are being recognized right now as here's what else is going on around AA basketball, as obviously the Governor boys are right here. They're taking on the Brookings Bobcats. Right now, Pierre seated 9th and Brookings 19th out of 19 teams. In Sioux Falls at Lincoln High School, the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots are getting set to host the Roosevelt Rough Riders at 7 o'clock. And then down in T, Brandon Valley is having a pretty good year. Right now they're sitting at 4th place on the AA standings. They'll take on the T area Titans, who are soon to be a AA school. Right now they are still competing at the Class A level. Big one at Washington High School as the top-seeded Colonels take the 1-hour trek east to take on the Washington Warriors. Washington seated at 5th place right now at a 10-6 overall record. In Watertown, it's Aberdeen Central hitting the road to take on the Watertown Arrows. Watertown seated 8th. They would host Pierre right now were the season to end today. And then Aberdeen Central right now, they are seated at number 13. They just lost to the Huron Tigers last Friday in their last time out. The Golden Eagles 7-9 overall. They're not too far behind Sioux Falls Jefferson, but they've got some space on Spearfish. Right now, Aberdeen Central looking pretty likely at that number 13 spot. Then out in the Black Hills, Sturgis Brown is getting ready to take on Belle Fourche. That one tipping off at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central. And then still out in the west side of the state, Rapid City Central will host Douglas at 7:30 Mountain Time. And then also at 7:30 Mountain, Spearfish will host Rapid City Christian. And then in a big one at O'Gorman High School in a doubleheader, it's O'Gorman taking on Harrisburg in city duel, or I guess Harrisburg just south of Sioux Falls, but basically Sioux Falls, it's the same thing. Harrisburg right now at number 2, only behind Mitchell. And O'Gorman, they've slipped to number 10. The Knights are 10-7 overall, still a very dangerous team. They would take on Stevens in the Sodak 16 for the season to end today. And then in our final AA game of the night, it's another girls and boys doubleheader in Sioux Falls as Sioux Falls Christian gets set to host the Yankton Bucks. Yankton having a bit of a down year after winning the state title a year ago. They lost many players, including all the Riken boys, that really lifted that team to a state title. And Sioux Falls Christian, they're a very dangerous A school. They pounded Sioux Falls Jefferson a couple of weeks ago. It's a very dangerous squad that will be ready to play Yankton as Sioux Falls Christian and Yankton get set to tip off at 8 p.m. Reminder also, the Governor girls will host the Brookings Bobcats at TF Riggs High School tonight, tipping off right around 7 o'clock. Brian Oakland on the call there as we continue our mirrored scheduling here in AA basketball in these ESD matchups. So that's what's going on around AA basketball, and as our Bank West pregame show continues, we'll get you a head coach or a conversation with each head coach Brianna Kusler of the Pierre Governors, and Mike McCarty of the Brookings Bobcats. Starting lineups, officials, and more after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to Dakota Storm Roofing them on Facebook or Instagram.
Welcome back to our BankWest pregame show here from Brookings High School. Brent Bowen with the head coach of the Pierre Governors, Brianna Kusler. Brianna, your team, you lost a close one last week in Huron, but let's start with the negative first. You guys had a lead in the fourth quarter. They go on a 10-2 run to end the game. Just in your eyes, what happened there in those last few minutes?
I think maybe a little bit of a lack of composure. I felt like there was some buckets that we would like back a little bit. It's never. Nobody tries to miss bunnies, but those are ones that we feel like we need to have regardless. But I think all in all, there was still fight left in our guys. Credit Huron, obviously, with the way that they finished the game. That's something that we've got to take forward into the games as we go. And we've done a better job in games previous of finishing games, and now we've got to learn from that and then move forward.
And now let's switch over to the positive side. You guys were down by as much as 13 in that first half, but you guys rallied to take a 4-point lead in that fourth quarter. What's kind of your thoughts about the fight that those guys showed last week?
I think that's the biggest takeaway is that fight, and that's something that we've prided ourselves on for our entire season here. Of course, it didn't result in a win in our record, but there was still a lot of positives that you can take away. I think the movement that we got in the second half was a lot better than what we were seeing in the first half. Defensively, you give up 50 points, and we've said this over and over, you like your chances of winning games when you only give up 50 points. I thought defensively we were solid, so that's another positive. And rebounding, we were great on the glass as well. Just gave up some critical shots at crucial moments, and that's something that we've got to make sure that we're capitalizing when we've got opportunities and then limiting their chances.
We'll talk about the impact that Jet Sable made last week and then in previous games before that. He dealt with some foul trouble, played less than 20 minutes in that one, but you guys looked like a completely different team when he was out there on the floor.
He just makes us go by how hard he works, and he is a kid that he battle. Is he the smoothest shot or the person that's going to be around the perimeter shooting from there? No, but he finds a way to get things done. He has been plagued with illness for a while now. This is going on a couple of weeks that he hasn't. He's actually not going to be playing tonight. He's resting at home right now, and which is where he needs to be. He needs to get healthy. So prayers for him and getting healthy as soon as possible. But now it's a next man up. We've got a big role to fill with him because, like you've talked about, he makes such an impact, and it's there's a look in his eyes sometimes that there's some fire behind him where he if he's got the ball, he's gonna find a way, whether it's for himself or for a teammate. And then he's a monster on the glass, so that's gonna be a big area that we've got to pick up tonight. And then continuing, we've had a great balance across the board with a lot of kids getting involved, and we need to continue to do that.
And then you guys have had a week to sit on that loss from last week. How do you expect your team to bounce back here tonight?
They've been great in practice all week. They're awesome kids. They want to get better. Nobody tries to lose basketball games. The fingers can be pointed everywhere, but at the end of the day, the sun came up the next day. We got back to work, and they've been working ever since. Not that you just forget about everything of that game. You still want that to fuel your fire a little bit, because that's a game that we felt like we should have, and we don't. But now moving forward, use it to fuel us into the rest of our season.
Brianna, thank you for your time. Good luck to you and your team out there tonight.
Thank you.
And as our Bank West pregame show continues, you'll hear from the head coach of the Bobcats, Mike McCarty, as well as our starting lineups and more after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
With Venture Communications Advanced Fiber Internet, you have access to the internet speeds you need for the best online experiences with ultra-fast download and upload speeds, all at affordable rates, offering solutions for home office networks, extremely heavy home usage, work-from-home households, and heavy streaming or gaming, with equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or online at venturecom.net.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
What makes our business successful? Our people. Beck Motor Company in Pierre takes great pride in our team, and we are looking to add to it. We currently have an opening for a full-time parts consultant. This individual works closely with our service departments and collision center customers, as well as walk-in customers, getting them the parts and accessories they need. Experience a plus, but we'll train the right individual. Many benefits, including health insurance. Contact Steve Meyer at 224-5912.
Welcome back to our Bank West pregame show as the Pierre Governor boys are in town to take on the Brookings Bobcats. Brent Bowen here with the head coach of the Bobcats, Mike McCarty. Mike, despite not being on the right side of things this season, this group, they've had their moments putting together some quality stretches of basketball, whether that's in minutes or quarters. And what's going to be the key to maintaining some of that consistency?
You know, our goal all season has been able to put it together for all four quarters. And to this point, we haven't been able to do that. So, you know, that's something that we've, worked on in practice and in the games this year. And we've shown stretches, like you said, for a quarter here, a half there, maybe 2.5 quarters at times. But just having that full 32 minutes is something that we haven't been able to achieve to this point. But to be able to do that, we got to stay together as a team, both on offense and the defensive end, and play for each other. That's something that we, work on each and every day. And playing team basketball on both ends is something important for us.
And it's senior night here tonight for you guys. There's 10 of them on this team. What has it been like to coach this group?
It's been a fun experience. This is my first year here, so still, getting to know some of these guys. Don't have, a lot of history and relationships built with a lot of these guys yet, but it's been a fun year. Even despite the record. These guys give a lot of effort each and every day in practice and in the games, and that's, all that we can ask out of them. It is going to be a tough night. Losing 10 players to graduation is a huge number. So, we're going to have a lot of spaces and holes to fill in the roster next year. But, for tonight and these last few games, we're going to go out there and do the best that we can.
And this is a Pierre team. They've lost 3 out of their last 4. A tough loss for them last week at Huron. They're going to be desperate for a win tonight. What's it going to take for you guys to come away with a win here on senior night?
Taking care of the basketball and getting good quality shots every possession, that's something that's important for us. On the defensive end, we got to keep the ball contained and get out to shooters, and, we got to play solid on the inside as well. I know Pierre has a good inside-outside game, and, we're going to have to be able to handle both of those to come away with a win tonight.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck out there today.
Okay, thank you.
That's head coach Mike McCarty of the Brookings Bobcats. And as our Bank West pregame show continues, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip from Brookings as the Governor boys are in town to take on the Bobcats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Welcome back to the Bob Jostad Gymnasium here in Brookings High School as the Pierre Governor boys are on the road today to take on the Brookings Bobcats. Brent Bowen with you here from Brookings High School as tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. For Pierre, it's going to be Luke Olson at the point guard position. He had 13 last week at Huron on 19 shots. And then Tyan Buss is getting the start today due to Jet Zabel, who will not be playing today, did not make the trip due to an illness. So Buss, the Mount Marty commit, will get the starting gig. And then Cade Kaiser will start, the 6'2 senior guard. Kept the team in striking distance in the first half against Huron, had 7 points to lead the way for the Governors. And then Dawson Getz, the 6'3 junior, will get the nod as well as one of the top 3-point shooters on this Pierre team. Struggled a bit last week in the game at Huron, scored just 7 points and shot 2 of 10 from the field. And then the fifth starter, Miles Doyle, the 6'1 junior guard. Now for the Bobcats, the projected starters are Ben Moore, a 6'2 senior guard, and then Brody McCarty, a 6'2 sophomore guard. He'll wear number 3. And then Austin Clark, the 5'11 senior, another starter at guard, will wear number 4. Then Owen Burns, the 6'5 senior forward, expected to start at the 4 for the Bobcats. And then at the 5, it's the 6'8 senior Keach Beal. The law on the court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. The officials tonight, Chris Janich, Luke Langler, and Mike Popema. We'll have the tip for you next from Brookings High School as the Pierre Governor boys are 9-7 on the road taking on the 1-15 Brookings Bobcats. And you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. Their skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, and personal injury. They're able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm in Pierre since 1881.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre. Welcome to Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli departments and hardware, and all throughout the store. They have the freshest and best quality in the area. If you don't see what you need, just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests also. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
That's our national anthem performed by an outstanding young lady here at Brookings High School on senior night as we get you ready for 9-7 Pierre and 1-15 Brookings. As starting lineups are about to be introduced, there's a bit of a tweak to the starting lineup for the Brookings Bobcats as Coach Mike McCarty running a mostly senior lineup as Griffin Bartels getting the nod in the starting lineup, a 6'3" senior guard. I would assume that's a substitute out for Brody McCarty. So it's 9-7 Pierre and 1-15 Brookings as the Governors will need this one and then will likely need another win or two as they have Mitchell, Sioux Falls Jefferson, and Sioux Falls Roosevelt coming up in the next week or so to wrap up the regular season. Would assume they would need at least a 2-2, 3-1 stretch if they want a chance to have a top 8 seed and be able to host a Sodak 16 game. For Brookings, they're 1-15 and have a few games left. They have tonight's senior night contest against Pierre, and then they're at Aberdeen on Friday, and then they will head out west for a back-to-back at Sturgis and at Spearfish. Right now, Sturgis at 4-10 and Spearfish at 8-7. So a couple of games that will be winnable for Brookings, but still will be tough tasks out in the Black Hills. So it's the Governors and the Bobcats, as the Governors are led by Brianna Kusler in her third year, as the Governors are assisted by Skip Kurth, Brevin Kaiser, Lonnie Heyer, and Daniel Traversi. The Bobcats are coached by first-year head coach Mike McCarty. McCarty is assisted by Jared Huntemer, Joe Fredrickson, and Carter Holm. The Bobcats are wearing their home whites today as their starting lineups are being their starters are being introduced right now. The Bobcats will wear their home whites with gray lettering that spells Bobcats from left to right, and the numbers right below the letters. The Governors will be wearing their away blacks with green lettering that spells Governors going from left to right, and the number directly below. The Governors today running a 5-guard lineup due to the absence of Jet Zabel, who's dealing with an illness tonight. And by the way, both coaching staffs and both the warm-up shirts for each team spells shooting for Sarah. As Sarah, lady that was being diagnosed, or that was being recognized before the game, as she continues to deal with breast cancer. So it's Pierre and Brookings here. The Governors trying to get back on track. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. Brookings is 1-15 on the season. Their one win came back on December 21st at Douglas. The Bobcats, they're 0-8 at home this season. The Governors are 2-6 on the road. So neither record great, but one of them has got to improve here today. As the Governors, Pierre TF Riggs High School enrollment of about 800 to 900 people, and Brookings High School enrollment of about that same number, but Brookings as a town about double the size of Pierre. Brookings, of course, the home to South Dakota State University, which is the largest college campus in the state of South Dakota. Starting lineup for Brookings about to conclude, as once again the officials tonight, as we had mentioned earlier, it is Chris Janish, Luke Langler, and Mike Popema. Both teams looking to get back into the win column here. They've lost 3 out of their last 4, as the regular season winding down for each of these two teams, as the regular season will conclude next weekend, and the SODAC 16 games will be played a week later. Here at Brookings High School, we are sitting on the south end of the court, I believe, and then Pierre will be scoring on the near end to us in this opening half. Brookings will be scoring going away from us. The Pierre bench is to the right of us and furthest away. The Brookings bench, obviously, of course, to the right of us and closest to us. So tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. As in the center circle for Brookings, it's Sam Johnson, a 5'11 senior, and Cade Kaiser, a 6'2 senior. We're underway. Cade Kaiser wins the opening tap for the Governors. It's Luke Olson controlling the point. Now top of the key, being guarded by Sam Johnson. Now Olson takes a screen from Cade Kaiser, goes all the way to the rack, skips to Miles Doyle. He'll have a wide open left wing 3. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Sam Johnson. Now Sam Johnson having troubles controlling it, almost dribbled it off his foot out of bounds, but he was bumped by Cade Kaiser, the 6'2 senior. Cade Kaiser has the most height in this starting lineup for Pierre. Jet Zabel, 6'5 senior, normally is that starting center for the Governors, as we mentioned earlier, will not be playing tonight due to an illness. So the Bobcats with the basketball for the first time. It's Sam Johnson with the basketball on the right wing, finds a cutting Austin Clark near the middle of the lane. Now a reversal all the way to the left corner. Now top of the key, a wide open 3 for Austin Clark. Off the iron, no good. The rebound pulled down for the Governors by Miles Doyle. Now Miles Doyle with it on the top of the key, now swings left. Dawson Getz dribbling towards the painted area. He'll pull up, floater good. So Dawson Getz, who's normally a threat from the outside, is the 6'3 junior, but he gets into the painted area that time and he's able to put it up for 2, the first 2 of the game. Austin Clark, top of the key, right wing. Ball fake from Johnson, now he'll swing out. Right wing 3, Ben Morit. His 3 rattles out. Offensive rebound put back is in by Owen Burns, the 6'5 senior forward. So 2 points from Cade Kaiser, or Dawson Getz make that, and then an answer for the Bobcats, and we're all evened up at 2, a minute and a half in. Gets a ball fake, now he dribbles to the free throw line. Stops and pops. Misses short. Knew it. Tried to follow his own rebound. It got tipped around by Ben Morit, and now the Bobcats with it going the other way. Now Brookings will slow things up as Austin Clark running the point for the Bobcats. Now right elbow, it's Owen Burns. Burns a skip pass to the left wing, now addition to the left corner, Nathan Smith. Now Nathan Smith finds a cutting Austin Clark. He fires a 3, and that's good. So So Austin Clark, a three-point jump shot, and Brookings has their first lead of the game. It's Bobcats 5 and Governors 2 here 2 minutes in from Brookings High School. A lot of energy here from this Pierce student section who's standing up just in front of us. Luke Olson all the way to the rack. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Here's Ben Moore going the other way for Brookings. Looking for a cutting Austin Clark. That got knocked out of bounds by Luke Olson. It remains Brookings basketball just over 2 minutes into this opening quarter. Now a cutter into the lane. That was Sam Johnson. He got it poked away. Here's Dawson Getz going the other way. Now Getz will stop and get it to Cade Kaiser. Luke Olson will control things for the Governors. Olson hesitates, goes all the way to the rack. He got it stripped from behind by Nathan Smith, the 6'1 senior. So it's still Governor basketball. It'll be Getz inbounding the ball underneath his own basket. Getz trying to find a man. He gets it into the left corner to Cade Kaiser. 20 to shoot for the Governors. Getz left corner with it. Now skip pass into the right corner, Miles Doyle. Doyle dribbles with it with his right hand. Now swings to Getz. Getz a spin move, turnaround shot, good. Dawson gets the first 4 points of the game for the Governors, both coming from the paint. Short little 8-foot floaters. Got both to go. Brookings the edge by a point, 3 minutes in. A near turnover there, and then a late whistle is going to be called against Dawson Getz of the Governors. Getz gambled, went for the steal, but the ball was able to find the hands of Nathan Smith, the senior guard. And he attacked and got bumped on the way by Getz, so it's Brookings basketball as the Governors commit their second team foul of this first quarter. Now a paint touch to Owen Burns, and Burns' right-handed shot good from the right block. Bobcats will look to use that size tonight with the absence of Jet Zabel. Now a right wing three off the mark from Tyan Buss as he took the dribble handoff from Luke Olson. Now Brookings looking to run the other way. Morat picking up his dribble in the backcourt. He hands it off to Austin Clark. Clark will set things up for the Bobcats here. Now left wing, here's Ben Morat. His post feed back to Burns. Now Burns to the left corner and Sam Johnson. Now Burns with a double team coming. He spins around and he got it to go. Cade Kaiser tried to get the offensive foul. No call there though, as Brookings with a 5-point lead here halfway through quarter number 1. Dawson Getz right wing for the Governors. Now top of the key, Miles Doyle. He'll reverse it to Luke Olson. Luke Olson finds a cutting Cade Kaiser. Cade Kaiser ball fake all the way to the rack. No good. And the ball was almost rebounded by Ben Moore, but then it went off the hand of Owen Burns, who is standing on the baseline. So it's out of bounds. It'll stick with Pierre. A break there for the Governors as Cooper Terwilliger checks in for Pierre, trying to get Brianna Kusler some size. Big Kaiser inbounding the basketball. Underneath his basket, outlet to Terwilliger. Terwilliger tried to feed Olson on a post entry. It got knocked away. Now Olson left corner with it. Being guarded by Austin Clark. Olson trying to dribble around Clark. Nice take. Couldn't get it to go with the scoop shot. Rebound pulled down by Austin Clark of the Bobcats. Now Clark looking to run. Gets it right wing to Sam Johnson. Now Sam Johnson a skip pass to the left wing. Morat will fire a three. That's way short. Rebounded by Luke Olson. Olson no numbers here for the Governors, and he will slow it down. Now we'll kick to the right wing. Tyan Buss a shot fake. Now Buss gets all the way to the right block. Jumper no, but he got fouled from behind by Austin Clark. So now a 5-out substitution coming for the Bobcats after this first of 2 free throws for Tyan Buss. The Mount Marty commit getting the start today for the sick Jet Zabel. If you're just tuning in, it's Brookings 9, Pierre 4 here with 3:15 to go in this first quarter. First free throw swished by Tyan Buss. So Buss last time out against Huron, he was not able to score. Pierre only got 2 bench points as a total, 0 from the field. Coming in for the Governors, it's Sawyer Sonnenschein, and for the Bobcats, it's Cole Skyberg, a 6-foot senior, as the second free throw is in. for Tyan Buss. Also, Griffin Bartels into the game for Brookings, as well as Keach Bior. And Cale Jones in as well. And then to wrap it up, Ian Webster. Now Bartels with it left wing. Now top of the key to Cale Jones, the 6'4 senior. Left wing three is off the mark from Cole Skyberg, the 6' senior. Rebounded by the Governors going the other way. Luke Olson top of the key. Now Sonnenschein left wing. He didn't see much action in the last meeting against Huron a week ago. Terwilliger trying to post up on Bior. Now a dribble handoff. Top of the key, it's Luke Olson. Olson trying to back down Skyberg, the defender. Now right wing is Dawson Getz. Getz trying to spin on Bartels. Now he has to kick it out. Olson with 12 to shoot for the Governors. Hesitates into the lane. Floater up. Rimmed around, no good. Fight for the rebound. And it is grabbed by Cole Skyberg of the Bobcats. Now Skyberg dribbling on Olson, goes behind the back. Skyberg all the way to the painted area. Offensive foul. Stepping in to take the charge. Tyan Buss. Boy, a lot of energy here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium here on this senior night. Brookings, despite a 1-15 record, has come out with a lot of energy here on the other going. The crowd and the student section have a large part of that. Dawson Getz checking out now for Pierre. And coming in is Eladio Cemento, the 6' junior guard. Olson dribbles it past the timeline for the Governors, coming to the near side of us. Now Cemento right wing, now top of the key, Sawyer Sonnenschein. Sonnenschein being guarded by Ian Webster. Now Olson gets it to Terwilliger on a post entry, and Terwilliger walked with it. Terwilliger had great position on Keach Bior, the 6'8 senior, but he took a step too many, trying to pivot towards that right block. So it's still a 3-point Bobcat lead as we wind down here this opening quarter from Brookings High School. Now Bartels got it taken away by Eladio Cemento. Now Cemento looking to run with it. He picks up his dribble on the left elbow. Olson was open for a second, decided not to shoot it. Now Terwilliger, short corner, able to kick it out. Cemento drives all the way into the lane. He got bumped by Bior, and that foul is going to be on the floor. So it'll be Pierre basketball inbounding it on the baseline. Olson inbounding the basketball now on the baseline. He gets it out, Miles Doyle. Doyle trying to attack off the dribble. He kicks out to Sonnenschein. Got Olson with it. Comes off the screen from Doyle. Tried the wraparound pass to a cutting Terwilliger, and that got taken away by Bartels of the Bobcats. And Bartels fouled on his way up the court by, I believe, Cooper Terwilliger, or maybe they'll get Miles Doyle. It will be on Miles Doyle. So it's the third team foul of the quarter for the Governors, and it's the first on Doyle. As in for the Governors, it's going to be Cade Kaiser, the 6'2 senior guard. Kaiser had a good first half in Huron, but went quiet in the second half in the 4-point Governor loss on the road a week ago. Now it's Webster going all the way to the lane. Left-handed layup, good. Great take by Ian Webster. Split in the defense there as Brookings matches its largest lead at 5. Cooper Terwilliger trying to size up Bior. His shot from the right block missed short. Now Brookings with it going the other way. It's going to be a right wing three. Got it! Cale Jones, the 6'4 senior forward for 3. And it's Brookings 15, Pierre 6. Now the crowd here at the Bob Jostad Gymnasium on its feet. Might have counted that a 2. The score right now stands at 14-6. Now Luke Olson left wing with it. Pierre trying to find any answers they can get here in this opening quarter. 33 seconds left to play. Floater in the lane from Luke Olson. That's going to bounce down and in. So Pierre ending the mini run there, but the Governors still trail by 6 as Brookings can hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Bartels almost got it taken away from him. Now Jones right corner. Gets it back to Bartels in the give and go. Fade away shot, no. Rebounded by Kaiser. 8 seconds left to go. Pierre can get one last look if they hurry. Here comes Cemento up the left wing. Gets it to Luke Olson, and Luke Olson traveled with it. Olson got going a bit too fast there, trying to attack the lane with just a few seconds left to go in the first quarter. He walked with it, and Brookings will have 3 seconds to try and get one last shot up. So the ball will be inbounded by Cole Skyberg right in front of the Brookings bench. We'll see what Mike McCarty and the Bobcats have drawn up here these last few seconds of the quarter. Inbound got taken away by Kaiser. Now with 1 second left, Kaiser fires up a three. That's off to the right, no good. Kate Kaiser just jumped up and snatched the basketball. He was guarding the inbounder Skyberg. He couldn't get the three to go. Would have been a huge momentum swing if they could have. What an opening quarter by the Bobcats here as Brookings leads Pierre after one by a score of 14-8. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KJFX.
And heads like feeding, cutting, kernel processor, blower, auger, and spout parts. Now is a great time to make sure your 4-H harvester is ready to go when you need it and save 10% on the parts during the month of February at any of Grossenberg's 9 locations.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governors with the rebound, and now Olsen crossing the timeline. First possession for Pierre in the second quarter as the Governors looking for a bounce-back quarter, down by 6 after 1. Kate Kaiser with it on the left elbow. Now a dribble handoff to Luke Olsen. Olsen via double team, trying to find an open man. Gets it to Ty and Buss out near the timeline. Now Buss off a screen from Terwilliger. He's going to pop a wide open three. That's strong. Rebound pulled down by Owen Burns. A good look for Buss. Couldn't get it to fall. Now Brookings trying to run with it quick. Here's Austin Clark. Or make that Sam Johnson attacking the lane. Floater is good. Great take by Sam Johnson. He gets it to go. And currently the Bobcats are doubling up the Governors. Olsen coming off the screen. Hesitates. Attacks all the way. He got it blocked. His shot blocked by Burns. Olsen able to keep it alive to Terwilliger. Terwilliger kicks it out. Now to the right wing. It's going to be a three-point attempt from Dawson Getz. Swish. Dawson Getz a big answer for the Governors. He's up to 7 to lead all scorers. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Brookings 16, Pierre 11, a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now right wing Sam Johnson, top of the key to Morit. Morit looking to find Burns on the post touch. He's being double teamed. Now Burns kicks it out. Now to the right corner, a three-point attempt. Swish. Nathan Smith for 3, the 6'1" senior. And right when Pierre gains a little momentum with the Dawson Getz 3, the Governors, or the Bobcats, make that answer right back. Brookings shooting 57%, 8 of 14 through the field here in this first quarter plus. Pierre shot just 3 of 12, 25% in that opening quarter. Kaiser coming around a curl screen, he catches it on the right block, and he got it to go over Nathan Smith. So a little offense back and forth going on here in these first 2 minutes of the second quarter. But Brookings still a 6-point lead here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium in Brookings, South Dakota. Smith looking for a curling Johnson. That got taken away by Luke Olsen. And Olsen, when running in transition, got fouled from behind. We're going to get Nathan Smith with that foul. So Pierre forcing the turnover defensively there. They haven't not had too many of those here in the early going. They get one there. It'll be Governor basketball trailing by 6 in the second quarter. Olsen across the timeline being defended by Sam Johnson. Olsen to the right elbow to Kate Kaiser. Well, Kaiser looking to attack on the dribble, gets it into the painted area, now kicks out Ty and Buss. Ty and Buss, a pull-up long 2, swish. Great contested shot by Ty and Buss, who's in for the sick Jet Sable today, has Buss with 4 early points here in these first 11 minutes of game. Now Burns on the short corner, he got double teamed, he kicked it out to the left corner and Austin Clark. Now Ben Moore to skip pass to the right wing. Now a hard closeout. Now a dribble pull-up shot from Nathan Smith. That's good. So the Governors were forced to respect the three-point ability of Nathan Smith, as he's already knocked one down today. So he hit him with the ball fake that time, and then a pull-up jump shot went down. Now Luke Olson attacking on the other end. That one's strong. So now Brookings with a rebound, up by 6, looking to run. Now Austin Clark left wing for the Bobcats. They'll slow things up now, top of the key to Johnson. Burns looking to post up, he gets it, being double teamed. Olsen's hands, though, was able to knock the pass away. And now Pierre with it. The left wing gets will trigger another 3. In and out. Rebounded by Burns, and he's fouled by Cooper Terwilliger as the 6'5 freshman center went over the back. So Terwilliger whistled for his first foul. And Pierre's first in this quarter. So with 4:14 to play in the second quarter, Brookings still with a 6-point home lead, as the Bobcats seeded 19th out of 19 teams. We're looking to deliver a huge upset here on senior night. Brody McCarty into the game for the first time. Now Johnson top of the key. A swing to the right wing. Now Burns with a post touch on the right block. Burns trying to go to work on Terwilliger, and a foul is going to be whistled against the Governors. It'll be on Miles Doyle, who's back into the game. That'll be his second. So the second whistle against Doyle in this one, in the second team foul of the quarter, about halfway through quarter number 2 from Brookings High School. Coming off the screen, Austin Clark, he'll fire a 3, that's off to the right. Rebounded by Terwilliger, and now Pierre looking to run. Luke Olson out of the left corner, it's Miles Doyle. Now Doyle back to Olson, who will set up the offense. No tie and bus, right wing, down to the top of the key, and Cemento. Olson gets it to Terwilliger on the post touch on the short corner. Terwilliger, one right-handed dribble. Now it's to the left corner to tie and Bus. Bus able to find it open. Terwilliger, uncontrollably Terwilliger got to the rim, couldn't get it to go. Now Brookings on the run. Now Morit with it. Left wing 3, switch. Ben Morit, the senior guard, knocks down the triple. Great energy from Brookings, and that forces head coach Brianna Kusler to take a timeout. Brookings with a game-high 9-point lead. Their previous game high for a lead was 8 at 16-8. Pierre got it down to as little as 5 or 6, but that 3 there got it up to 9 off the hands of Ben Morit. This timeout is brought to you by Agtegra, where acres ahead you can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Just a 30-second timeout taken by Brianna Kusler, maybe to wake the team up a little bit, as her team trails by 9 in a game that they really cannot afford to lose. A loss at 1-15 Brookings would really plummet Pierre's seeding. Right now they are not too far ahead of O'Gorman, and then not too far behind O'Gorman is Sioux Falls Lincoln and Sioux Falls Jefferson. There's a possibility Pierre could fall all the way down to 12 here with a loss on the road. So with 3:14 left, that's definitely a possibility. But you got to give credit to this Brookings team. They're shooting the ball at an excellent rate right now. They've come out with a lot of great energy on senior night. Ty and Bus with the left wing, wide open 3. Nobody within feet of him, but he missed it. Mike McCarty, the first-year Brookings head coach, saw the defensive breakdown, threw his hands up in the air, but Bus still couldn't convert. So it's still a 9-point Bobcat lead, 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Now miscommunication there between McCarty and Griffin Bartels, as McCarty threw it out of bounds near half court. It'll be Pierre basketball, a careless turnover there against the Bobcats. And now checking in for the Governors, it's going to be Dawson Getz, the 6'3 junior. He's in for Ty and Bus. We'll send across the timeline for the Governors. Let's see if Pierre can gain some momentum going into halftime. Doyle left elbow with the basketball on a Cemento. Now Doyle back with it left wing, being guarded by Bior. Now a skip pass to the right wing. Kaiser all the way to the rack. No, with the reverse layup. Rebounded by Burns. Governors have had a couple of great looks back-to-back. Couldn't get any of them to go. Now running in transition is the Bobcats. Griffin Bartels' his right-handed hook shot didn't go. And now the Governors with the rebound running. Dawson Getz open left wing 3. That's going to bounce in. Looked like it was going to be short. It hit the front of the iron and then bounced around 3 different times. Getz got the bounce to go for his second triple. He's got a game-high 10. Governors cut the lead back to 6. Getz has 10 of Pierre's 18. Now 2 minutes to play in this first half. It's Bartels left wing. Bartels being guarded tightly by Cemento. Now to the right wing. Now reversal into the corner to McCarty. McCarty picks up his dribble, looking to find a teammate, gets it to Burns. Burns is going to chuck up a three from the right corner. That's an air ball straw. Rebounded by Getz. Now Getz looking to push ahead. He got it tipped by Bartels, but Getz able to regain control. And it's still Pierre basketball. Olsen, the hesitation on Bior. He got it swatted from behind by the 6'8 junior. Now here comes Brookings running. Bartels is wide open on the left block. His pass, he's able to find it on the left block, and Bartels is laying good. Griffin Bartels, his first points of the game as Brookings leads by 8. Just over a minute left to go in this first half. Olsen able to get it to Dawson Getz. Now Getz a dribble handoff to Cemental. Cemental dribble handoff to Olsen. Olsen all the way to the rack, lost it. McCarty with the steal going the other way. Bounce pass to Clark, layup good. And a timeout taken by Mike McCarty, the first-year head coach. Continued great energy coming from this Bob Jostad Gymnasium crowd, student section, bench, and team. The energy all over the place right now for the Pierre Governors, or for the Brookings Bobcats. Make that the Pierre needs some of that energy. They trail by 10 points. As Brookings with their largest lead of the day. It's just a 30-second timeout taken by head coach Mike McCarty. So he's got to be pleased with what he has seen so far from his team, as he called that timeout, looking to get a strong finish to this half. Brandon Kusler and the Governors just looking for any answer they can get. Dawson Getz is doing anything he can. He has 10 points and 3 rebounds in this first half, including a couple of triples. But that's about the only offense that the Governors have seen in this one. Luke Olsen with just 2 points. Italian Bus had a bucket early, but hasn't scored since. Luke Olsen currently out of the game as Sawyer Sonnenschein checks in for him. Now Sonnenschein with the basketball near the top of the key. Now bounce pass from Sonnenschein to Kaiser. Kaiser jab step, now will take a pull-up long 2. Missed it. Rebounded by the Bobcats, and Austin Clark, the senior guard, will slow things up for Brookings. Just a 5-second difference between the shot and the game clock. So Brookings can almost hold for the final shot of this half. Clark with the basketball being guarded by Sonnenschein. Clark still with it, now 10 to shoot. Clark will come off a screen. Now Clark going all the way to the rack. Wraparound pass to Moritz. Moritz left wing 3 short. 6 seconds left. Rebound pulled down by Sonnenschein. Pierre's got to go. An outlet pass to Getz. Getz will take a pull-up triple at the horn. Got it! Big 3 Dawson Getz to cut the lead down to 7. Maybe a momentum spurt for the Governors to go into halftime. It was a very sloppy half for Pierre, but the Governors got to feel like they could be in a lot worse spot than they are right now. They trail the Governors by a score, or they trail the Bobcats rather, by a score of 28-21. What a half by Brookings, one of their best of the season. As we'll see if Mike McCarty, as he talked about pregame, can continue this success and see if the sustainability will hold in half number 2. Either way, we've got an interesting second half for you here from Brookings High School. Don't go anywhere, as once again the Governors trail the Bobcats at halftime here in Brookings, 28-21. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us, broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Pinos wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30,
foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
By Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. The Governors will start quarter number 3 with the basketball. Now they'll be working away from us. The teams flip sides. So we are here on one end of the court here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. Gets cuts and was looking to find a teammate in Kaiser, and it got taken away initially by Ben Morit of the Bobcats. Morit tried to throw it off of Kaiser, but he stepped out of bounds before doing so. So it'll remain Governor basketball with 17 seconds left to shoot. Not the first half that head coach Brianna Kusler wanted, but a lot of game left for her team. As with 12 seconds left on the shot clock, Ty and Bust dribbling to his left. Now a dribble handoff, Luke Olson left wing, trying to find Kaiser posting up. He gets it to Kaiser in the middle of the paint. An uncontested layup with the right hand was good. And Pierre is the opening points for the second half. A 5-0 spurt makes it a 28-23 Brookings lead. Once again, the key for Mike McCarty's team has been putting together 4 quarters of good basketball. We've seen 2 so far. Can the Bobcats get 2 more here in this second half? Post entry to Burns, and Burns catches it with the right hand and finishes. Luke Olson came from the back end and was nearly able to poke it away, but got there just a second too late. So Burns was able to get it to go with the right hand. Now Buss dribbling into the lane. Now a kick into the corner, Miles Doyle. Kaiser with it left wing. Now Olson top of the key, trying to dribble left on Johnson. He gets stopped near the painted area. Now he has to kick it out to Buss. Now a post entry to Miles Doyle. Now Olson will take the dribble, handoff, fade away, jumper from the right short corner, good. So the lead back to 5. The Governors 2 for 2 from the field here to start this second half. Sam Johnson bringing it past the timeline for Brookings. The Bobcats trying to get a senior night win. Moore passed up an open 3 now to the short left corner, and Austin Clark, who had a good first half, headed with 5 points. Now Clark will hesitate into the lane. Now we'll kick it to the left corner. Moore will fire a 3. That's an air ball. Off to the right, no good. Rebounded by Kaiser. Kaiser looking to run for the Governors. Miscommunication for the Bobcats defensively. All the way to the rack, Miles Doyle, and an offensive foul. Doyle got the shot to go from the left block, but stepping in to take the charge appeared to be Sam Johnson of the Bobcats. It was the third foul called against Miles Doyle, who had 2 in the first half. Quickly picks up his third. He'll head right to the bench. Coming in, Eladio Cemento for the Governors. Clark past the timeline for Brookings. Now to the left wing, Moore finds a cutting Nathan Smith, who got it poked away by Luke Olson. So it'll remain Brookings basketball here just over 2 minutes into this third quarter. Now Clark with the basketball on top of the key, and an offensive foul called against Brookings. Foul called against Johnson. It's his first and the team's first. So it'll be Pierre basketball here. Luke Olson controlling the point for the Governors. Now Cemento right wing. Gets it to Getz, coming off a screen from Olson. He's got a wide open 3. Got it. Dawson Getz, the junior guard, for 3. He's got 16 to lead all scorers. It's a 2-point game now all of a sudden from Brookings. Now a post entry to Burns on the right block. Almost got it stripped away by Olson. He's able to corral himself, gather it, and go up for 2. So Burns with all 4 points for the Bobcats here in the third quarter, just under 3 minutes in. It's now back up to a 4-point Brookings lead. Buss left wing with the basketball. Now over to Cemento. Will come off the screen from Buss. Now a dribble handoff Olson. Olson with a slow first half, looking to get things going. A step back mid-range jump shot off the rim a couple of times, no good. Rebound pulled down by Austin Clark. Now Brookings looking to run. All the way to the rack goes Sam Johnson. He's got 2. So the Brookings lead back up to 6 when Pierre cut it all the way down to 2. Cemento all the way to the rim. He got it to go. Back and forth we go from Brookings High School here. Governors trying to fight their way back into this one on the road. Clark controlling the point for the Bobcats. Now Burns looking to post up. Skip pass into the left corner. Ball fake from Nathan Smith. Now he swings it to Moore at top of the key. Dribbling right goes Sam Johnson, working on Cemento. Now I'll pull up over Cemento. Got it. Sam Johnson's hot shooting continues for the Bobcats. He has now got 6 points. Olson to the left elbow, Kaiser. Now Kaiser going all the way to the rim. Couldn't get it to go, missed strong, but drew the foul on Nathan Smith. So the foul called against Nathan Smith. That's his second, and Brookings' second team foul of the quarter. So it would be Cade Kaiser going to the stripe for a pair. His first of 2, an air ball. An air ball from Kaiser on the first of 2. So he'll look to wash that one away and put in the second. So the Governor lead, or deficit rather, at 6. Got it down to 2 early in the third quarter, but Brookings has responded. Give Brookings credit. At times this year they would have folded. The second one from Kaiser was good. So it's a 5-point Pierre deficit. Breaking the press easily was Brookings, but then Bior threw it away. Gets with the steal now. Pierre on the run. Shot from the right block from Kaiser, missed short. Rebound pulled down by Austin Clark of the Bobcats. Now Moore in transition with the basketball, right wing. Comes off the screen from Burns. Now Burns looking to post up, and he does on Cade Kaiser. Now Moore back with it. Johnson on the right wing. Burns getting so much positioning on Kaiser. He muscled it up and in. So now the Brookings lead 7. Burns with the 12 points of the day. The Jet Zabel absence looming large right now for the Governors. Olsen's pull-up mid-range jump shot missed. Here comes Brookings going the other way. Coast to coast now. Sam Johnson got fouled. Great outlet pass from Moore in transition. Catching it from a half court with Sam Johnson. He took it all the way to the rack. Couldn't get the layup to go, but he got fouled, and he'll have a chance to make it a 9-point game. So 2 shots for Johnson, the senior guard. First of 2 strong. So Kaiser misses the first of 2. He's able to make the second. Now Johnson misses the first of 2. He'll look to make his second. So 1 more for the 5'11 senior guard. It rims around and off. Gets the rebound for the Governors. Here comes Luke Olsen. Olsen with the top of the key. Dribble all the way to the rack, fell down, was able to get rid of it to Terwilliger. Now Terwilliger swing past the bus that got tipped out of bounds off the Bobcats. So it's still Pierre basketball. They'll be inbounding from the corner. Tricky positioning here for Olsen. As Olsen inbounds to Getz. Getz will fire a deep left wing 3. That's short, barely drew iron. Rebounded by Griffin Bartels. Now it's Brookings basketball. Looking to run Austin Clark. Now top of the key. Bartels will try a 3. Tried to sell the foul, didn't get it. Burns with the rebound. Another 3-point attempt from Clark. That's off to the left. Bior the offensive rebound. He's going to go back up with it in a fadeaway shot. That misses off to the right. Bartels the rebound, and he got fouled. 3 offensive rebounds in that possession for the Bobcats. There were 2:27 left to go in this third quarter. Brookings will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Now Bartels with it, right wing, looking to dribble on Cemento. Now skip past to the left corner. Moore keeps it in play. Now Bior left wing, and guarded by Dawson Getz. 20 seconds to shoot for the Bobcats. Now Moore will reset the offense. Being guarded by Buss. Now Clark dribbling right baseline. Kick it back out to Moore at right wing. 8 seconds to shoot for the Bobcats. Moore out about the 3, now will swing. Bartels open, top of the key 3. That's strong. Rebounded by Getz of Pierre. Now outlet to Buss, who will hand off to Olsen. Olsen will trigger a 3. An air ball. Olsen missed it short. It's been a game to forget so far for Luke Olsen, just 4 points. So the Bobcats a 7-point lead, 1:46 left to play. Now Pierre will put on a full court press as Austin Clark takes the inbounds. Now Clark will get it back and go all the way to the rack, and it looked like that went off his foot last. It got stripped out of his hands by Tyan Buss, and then it last went off the senior guard's foot. It'll be Pierre ball. So now Olsen dribbling it past the timeline for Pierre. He'll get it to Cemento now. The Governors just looking to keep chipping their way back into this one. Terwilliger with the basketball, top of the key. Bior sagging off him. Cemento was looking to post up Brody McCarty on the block. And the entry attempt from Tyan Buss got kicked out of bounds by Austin Clark. Olsen will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Looking to get it to Terwilliger, and his outlet pass got tipped away by Bior. But it goes into the hands of Buss, who will take a 3 from the top of the key. That missed off to the left. Rebounded by Ben Moore for Brookings. Moore dribbling up the floor. Now Bartels. Bartels all the way to the rack. Scoop shot with the right hand. Got it. The Brookings lead 9 as we tick under a minute left to go in this third quarter. Olsen denies the screen from Cemento. Goes all the way to the rim. Being double teamed now. Trying to find some help. Gets it to Terwilliger. And Terwilliger gets fouled. So Terwilliger draws the foul. He'll go to the line for a pair. Pierre trying to do anything that they can to cut into this lead. First of 2 strong from Terwilliger. So Cooper Terwilliger, the younger brother of Reese Terwilliger, missed the first of 2 off the heel. Second, swished. An 8-point game. Pierre back into a full court pressure, and the Bobcats turn it over. Luke Olsen with the basketball gets it to Cooper Terwilliger. Now Olsen top of the key, dribbling left on Clark. Was looking to find a cutting Cemento, but Cemento stopped, and the ball went out of bounds as a result. Tough break for Pierre there. They get the steal and the full court pressure. You got to assume that this is something that the Governors are going to do. A couple of games ago against Roosevelt, Brookings really struggled with this full court pressure. The Bobcats were up 4 after the first quarter, and then Roosevelt started hitting some buckets and getting into the full court pressure, and just turned into an avalanche for the Bobcats in the second quarter. They got outscored 23-8 in that one. Clark being surrounded by Cemento there, as with 15 seconds left to shoot, there is no differential between the shot and the game clock, and Mike McCarthy will call a 30-second timeout. As he saw nothing was going on with that possession, he's going to try and draw something up and get a good look here for his team at the end of this third quarter. So a quick timeout will give an opportunity to both head coaches to try and strategize here this final possession of the third quarter from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. Brookings trying to pick up their second win of the season. The Bobcats are 1-15 on the year. Their lone win coming back on December 21st at Douglas. Their 19th out of 19 teams in AA basketball would not be participating in the SODAC 16 or the season to end today. And Pierre, if they were to lose this one, they would significantly be hurt seeding-wise. Austin Clark trying to dribble against Luke Olsen. Olsen is able to strip it away. 8 seconds left, one last opportunity for the Governors, but Kaiser picked up his basketball. Now 3 seconds left for Olsen. Trying to get Bior in the air. Now a swing pass to Cemento. His step back long two at the buzzer didn't go, missed short, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So the Bobcats were up 7 at halftime. They're now up 8 after the third quarter, a +1 quarter for Brookings as we head to the fourth on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Pierre's got some work to do as the Bobcats lead the Governors by a score of 40-32. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Brookings. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Give it off to CJ, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Brookings High School. It's Bobcats 40 and Governors 32. The Governors trying to come from behind and steal a road win at 1-15 Brookings. It's Bobcat basketball to start of the fourth quarter as a quick right wing three off the hands of Nathan Smith missed off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Governors, looking to do anything they can to chip their way back into this one. Luke Olson with the basketball right now. He's had a tough night tonight, just 4 points. Getz is leading the way for the Governors with 16. They're going to need more of them here in this fourth quarter. Kaiser catches it in the painted area. His shot over Burns was able to rattle home and in. So now down to a 6-point game. Brookings struggled a bit with the pressure in the third quarter. Pierre back into it here in the fourth. Let's see if Brookings can force some more turnovers. And now a near turnover from Cade Kaiser. He was able to grab the basketball but bumped Austin Clark in the process. So it'll be a foul against Kaiser. And head coach Mike McCarty noticed that the pressure was starting to get to the Bobcats a little bit. He called a timeout right after the foul to draw up a full court press break. As I mentioned earlier, this Brookings team, they've struggled with the full court pressure a bit this year, especially a couple of games ago against Roosevelt. So the last thing that Mike McCarty wants to see happen to his team on senior night is to fall apart here due to the pressure. So once again, our score, Brookings 40 and Pierre 34. It was a full timeout taken by the Bobcats as head coach Mike McCarty will have 2 left. As Brookings, they're 0-8 at home on the season. They're looking to pick up just their 2nd win of this season. Brandon Kusler and the Governors, on the other hand, they're 9-7 overall, looking to win their 10th game of the season. They've got Mitchell on Friday, and then Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Jefferson next week. So this seems to be one that the Governors really need to get. If they don't, then they'll be in dangerous territory here these last few games of the regular season. As the field really from about 8 to 12 is wide open. Currently at 8, it's Watertown. At 9, it's Pierre. 10, O'Gorman. At 11, Lincoln. And 12, Sioux Falls, Jefferson. Really, any of those teams can interchange here in these last few games of the regular season. Brookings coming out of the timeout. Sees Sam Burns attempt a left wing 3 that missed. Gets with the board for Pierre. Now Olson across the timeline. Olson and the Governors trying to fight their way back into this one. Olson hesitation all the way to the rack. Right-handed layup good. Look to see more of that from Luke Olson here in this fourth quarter. He's up to 6. Brookings lead down to 4. We'll have one coming to the wire here from Brookings High School. Good press break that time from the Bobcats, and Olson fouled Sam Johnson from behind. Pierre clearly trying to get aggressive here in this fourth quarter with this deficit, trying to make Brookings as uncomfortable as possible. Clark inbounding the basketball to Johnson. Or make that Nathan Smith. Now Clark back with the ball. And Olson was trying to fight for position against Owen Burns. And Burns is able to draw the foul against Olson. And Olson's going to be whistled for the foul. So it'll still be Brookings ball. So that was the 2nd team foul of this quarter for Pierre. Now Olson able to jump the passing lane. Olson's got a wide open lane for 2 more. Olson with 4 points in this fourth quarter, and here come the Governors. It's a 2-point game, just over 6 minutes to play. Trap just past half court and another turnover. Now the Governors running the other way with Cade Kaiser. Cade Kaiser bounced pass to Tyan Buss, who got a block from behind by Nathan Smith. Boy, Brookings continues to struggle with this pressure. That's going to make things really interesting here as we come down the stretch. It's a 2-point game. It's Pierre ball with a chance to tie or take the lead. So it's Pierre ball. Gets will inbound the ball. He's got 16 points to lead all scorers. But it's been Olson starting to come alive here in the fourth quarter. Now a great set out of the out-of-bounds play. Gets with a wide-open corner 3. He missed long. Gets inbound, and then he took the down screen. He was able to get the ball back, just couldn't convert there. So Brookings the 2-point lead in the ball. Now it's Nathan Smith, top of the key. Burns looking to post up now down on the block. Morit thought about the 3 instead. He'll dribble with the right hand. Now Morit will stop. Kick out to Johnson, who dribbles into the painted area. His floater missed off to the left. Luke Olson the rebound for Pierre. Now he'll outlet over to Dawson Getz. Getz no numbers. Now he'll kick it back out. Top of the key goes Kaiser. Now he'll immediately swing it to the right wing and Getz. Getz a hesitation move all the way to the rim. Splash. Or I should say the painted area. He pulled up from about 10 feet. got it to go with a jump shot, and we're all tied from Brookings High School. Here, an 8-0 run to start this fourth quarter to tie the game. Now Biora, quick pass to Smith. His layup no good. Burns the follow. Just couldn't get it to go, but he got fouled by Tyan Buss. So this full court pressure for Pierre, that's going to lead to some open layups for the Bobcats, rather. Just Owen Burns couldn't get that one to fall, and he'll go to the line for a pair. And the first, good. Owen Burns, the senior forward, stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He's got 13 points to lead the Bobcats in this one, as Brookings retakes the lead with just over 5 to play. Second, bounced up and in. So Burns gets them both. He's up to 14. And Brookings back in the lead by 2. Some mental dribbling left off the screen. Pull up mid-range, jump shot, swish. And a timeout off the make by head coach Brandon Kusler. It'll be a full 60-second timeout. So our score, we're all knotted up at 42 with just under 5 to play. Timeout here. You're listening to Governor Basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Run tied in at 40, a couple of Burns free throws. Gave the Bobcats a 2-point lead, but an Eladio Cemento pull-up mid-range jump shot tied the game back up at 42. Pierre does not show a full court press inside. They drop back into a half-court man-to-man. Now dribbling left with the basketball, Nathan Smith. Now he'll dribble back out towards the three-point line. A double coming. Now Nathan Smith back with the basketball. Now Biora right corner. Be able to get rid of it. Moritz skip to the left corner. An open look at a three. And it rattle out off the hands of Austin Clark. Break there for the Governors. They have a chance to take the lead with any basket here. Kaiser will slow it up. Now Luke Olsen the ball. Coming off the screen. Olsen going all the way to the rack, and he got fouled on the way there. Just the first team foul of this fourth quarter for Brookings. Just checking in for the Bobcats, it'll be Griffin Martels, a 6'3" senior. Checking out, it's Nathan Smith. Gets inbounds for Pierre, who was looking for Kaiser, who is being guarded tightly by Owen Burns, and Burns got a hand on it. He was able to knock it out of bounds. Still Pierre basketball. Now Kaiser will inbound from right in front of his own bench. He gets it into Olsen. Now Olsen coming off a screen from Kaiser to the free throw line. Now Olsen a dribble handoff to Kaiser, top of the key, being guarded by Johnson. Now a pop pass to Miles Doyle, top of the key three, off to the left. Rebounded by Austin Clark. Now the Bobcats looking to run. They're doing it well in the first half, looking to do it here again. Now an entry pass to Burns, and he got fouled from behind by Miles Doyle. Doyle's been dealing with foul trouble all night long. He just picked up his fourth there. Team fourth, or the fourth team foul rather, of the fourth quarter for the Governors. Next one, and the Bobcats will be shooting in the bonus. Cortell's left corner, looking to get to Burns. Instead, he'll swing to Moore at top of the key. Now a right wing three from Austin Clark. Got it to go. Austin Clark the three, and the Bobcats lead by 3. Still plenty of time here for the Governors on the road. Claudio Cemento now to the right wing. Thinking about a 3 was Getz. Now he'll step back and take a 3 over Bior. He got it! What an answer for Dawson Getz, and we're tied at 45. Pierre back into a full court pressure. Brookings nearly a 10-second violation now. Being trapped just past half court goes Morit, and Morit got bumped by Luke Olson. A bailout foul there. And that'll be an opportunity for free throws for Brookings. It's the 3rd on Luke Olson and the team's 5th. So at the line for 2 goes Ben Morit, the 6'2 senior. But Dawson Getz with 21 of the team's 45. He is why the Governors are in this one right now. First of 2 for Morit. Good. Now Doyle with his 4 personals will check out of the basketball game. And Morit an opportunity at one more. That's Strawn. A fight for the rebound, won by Kaiser. 1 point Brookings lead as we wind down 3 to play. Kaiser top of the key, a jab step on Burns. Now Olson content to slow things up, set up the offense. Olson dribbling to his right. Now he'll find Cemento on the right wing, being guarded by Bior. 15 seconds left to shoot for the Governors as Cemento a left-handed dribble. Now he'll hand off to Luke Olson. He's calling for a screen from Kaiser. He's going to deny it. Olson all the way to the rim. Wraparound pass got taken away by Clark. Olson dribbled himself into no man's land there. Pierre turns the ball over. Now Bior a left corner 3. That's strong. Cemento with the board. Now just over 2 to play. Here come the Governors. Cemento left wing of the basketball being guarded by Bior. Now a dribble handoff to Olson. And Brianna Kusler is going to call a timeout to try and draw something up here. It'll be a full timeout for Brianna Kusler, and the Governors will take one with them. 1 point game here from Brookings High School, 2:18 to play. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball at 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Xander Auto Parts, the only local auto.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott, welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
1 point as Kate Kaiser inbounds the basketball to Luke Olson. Let's see what Brianna Kusler has coming out of the timeout. Each team now with 2. At the free throw line, it's Kate Kaiser. Kaiser lost the basketball. Luke Olson almost corralled it in the corner. Austin Clark had no idea it was coming his way. Olson, though, couldn't hold on. Olson thought it was off the foot of Clark. It was not. So a turnover there for Pierre and a costly one. It's Brookings basketball up by 1 with 2 minutes to play. A good flash to midcourt there from Johnson. And now Clark dribbling the basketball. He'll get it to Johnson. Johnson will dribble to his right. Tried to feed Burns there, which was, I'm not sure exactly what Clark saw on that one, as Burns had 3 guys surrounding him. He tried to thread the needle. That got tipped out of bounds by Cemento, and with 20 seconds left to shoot, it'll be Brookings basketball with Clark inbounding. Now Bartels on the right wing with it, looking to feed Burns. Skip pass to the left wing. Now Bartels with the basketball, surveying his options. Now 8 seconds left to shoot. Bartels is being guarded by Cemento, and I think that was a 3-second violation called there against Burns. Wasn't sure if there was a timeout, a possible foul call, but I believe it's a 3-second there against Burns, the big man for the Bobcats. Turnover for each team. We're approaching 90 seconds to play. It's Pierre basketball down 1. Olsen left wing. Will pop a 3. Missed it to the left. Quick trigger there for Luke Olsen. He couldn't get it to go. He came off the screen from Kaiser. Thought it'd be a good time to trigger one. He missed it. And now Pierre in desperate need of a stop. Time ticking on the Governors. Still plenty of time in this one. Skip pass to the left corner. And now Johnson with it. Now he'll pass to Bartels. 10 seconds to shoot for Ben Morit. Burns working hard down there for a touch. Left corner 3, Bartels. That's strong. Rebounded by Buss. 52 seconds left to play. Luke Olsen with the ball in the right wing now for the Governors. 17 seconds between shot and game clock. Olsen right wing, and Brianna Kusler is going to call a timeout. Coach Kusler with 1 timeout remaining. She's likely going to want to hold on to that 1 timeout for the final seconds if Pierre would make a basket and still be trailing in the game. Remember, the clock continues to run in high school basketball until the ball is inbounded and a foul is called. So if Pierre were to score with 5 or less seconds left, all Brookings would have to do is just hold the basketball. They wouldn't even have to inbound it, and the clock would run out. You'd have to imagine that this play is going to be drawn up for Dawson Getz. He's got 21 points. They've gone away from him here the last few possessions, surprisingly. You got to think they're going to want to draw him. They're going to want to draw something up for him, as they wouldn't be into this game without him. Really be looking for others to cut away from the ball. When Pierre's gotten back into this game, it's because they've had great off-ball movement and they've caught Brookings sleeping on the back end defensively. So now we're out of the timeout. It'll be Kaiser inbounding the basketball from right in front of the Pierre bench. We'll see he can come up big in crunch time for the Governors. Olsen with the basketball, top of the key. Gets it to Cade Kaiser at the left elbow, or the right elbow rather. He'll kick out to Olsen. Right wing 3, that's short. Rebounded by Cemento. Put back, missed off to the right, but he got fouled on the way up. Boy, Eladio Cemento, big minutes in this one, and he will have a chance to tie and possibly take the lead. So they get Olsen the 3 from the right of the wing. Dawson Getz does not get a touch in that possession. Olsen missed it, but a great board by Cemento. He'll go to the line for 2. Shot clock is off, 32.5 seconds left to play. Cemento's first of 2, swish. Cemento 5 points on the night. We're knotted up at 46. Brookings with 2 timeouts left, Pierre with 1. Cemento's second of 2. Off the mark, rebound pulled down by Morit. Brookings can hold for the final shot. Now Clark with the ball, dribbling past the timeline. I have to imagine Brookings is going to use a timeout here, but as of right now, Mike McCarty is letting him play. The fans rise to their feet here at the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. 15 seconds left to play. Sam Johnson left wing with the basketball, now 10 to shoot. He's dribbling right on Cemento. Pierre cannot foul here. Johnson all the way to the rack. Got blocked from behind by Cemento. Olsen with the basketball, 5 seconds left to play. Olsen past the timeline. Olsen pops a deep 3. That's short. Gets his put back, no. Wouldn't have counted anyways. And we're going to overtime here in Brookings. Boy, Eladio Cemento, another huge play for Pierre, this time on the defensive end. He blocked Sam Johnson's layup attempt from behind. Luke Olsen had a 3-point attempt from near the volleyball line to win the game. That missed. Getz's follow didn't go, but it didn't matter. It looked like it was going to be late. We've got overtime here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. Free basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Brookings I guess both teams absolutely have to have Brookings postseason hopes on the line. Pierre, right now they're sitting at the 9 seed, and a loss here would be very costly for them in the standings. Reminder, no Jet Zabel tonight for the Governors. He's out with a sickness. The Govs were down 8 after 3, but they battled back to tie the game and force overtime by outscoring the Bobcats 14-6 in quarter number 4. The Governors win the opening tip. It's Getz controlling the point at the top of the key. 4 minutes here in this overtime frame. Getz is going to fire a right wing 3. He got it! Dawson Getz, big time to start overtime. 3-point Governor lead here in the first possession. Now a double team coming from Nathan Smith. Smith able to get rid of the basketball. A wide open layup from the left block, good from Sam Johnson. The double team coming costly there as Sam Johnson was able to get open and Nathan Smith able to find him, and the Pierre lead down to 1. But Pierre with their first lead in, boy, a long time, probably since it was 2-0. Right elbow rather. Here's Kaiser, a dribble handoff Buss. Great stop and fake by Buss. He left it strong. Tipped by Olson, no. Rebound pulled down by Nathan Smith. Clark walks it up the timeline for Brookings. 3 minutes left to go in this overtime here. Now the Pierre sophomore and JV players onto their feet here on the opposite end from us, chanting defense. Deep left wing 3 off the hands of Smith. No good. An air ball, an offensive rebound by Owen Burns. His follow good. So after the Getz 3, back-to-back buckets for the Bobcats, both uncontested layups, gives Brookings the lead at 50-49. 2.5 to play. Bob Jostad Gymnasium as loud as it's been all day. Luke Olson top of the key to the left elbow. Now it's Eladio Cemento. Now a dribble handoff Olson. 15 seconds left to shoot for the Governors. Olson picks up his dribble. He has nowhere to go. Tried to throw it to Getz, and he was able to get it around Moore. Getz couldn't corral it, and it's going to be an over and back violation called against the Governors. Boy, a lot of energy right now at Brookings High School. Bobcat basketball up 1-2-22 left to go in this extra frame. Austin Clark just trying to settle things down for Brookings. And Luke Olson is able to intercept that post-entry pass. They're looking to get it into Burns there, and Luke Olson read that like a book. He took it away and on his and he was going the other way with it, and Olson was fouled on the way. It's just the 3rd team foul on Brookings, so no free throws for the Governors. So Kaiser inbounds the basketball to Olson, who crosses the timeline. Just over 2 minutes to play here in this one. Now Ty and Buss left wing with the ball. Now Cemento with it on the left elbow. Cemento one right-handed dribble now pass to Luke Olson. Olson a right-handed dribble all the way to the block. Floater up, no good. Kaiser with the offensive rebound, and now he'll bring it back out. A fresh shot clock for the Governors. Now Olson back with the ball, working on Burns. Trying to go beneath him, and he swings out to Cemento. And Cemento got a shot blocked by Burns. Cemento had him in the left corner, was able to blow past his defender Austin Clark, but his shot got blocked. And as we approach 90 seconds, Brookings has the basketball and a 1-point lead. And the timeout is going to be taken by the first-year head coach of the Bobcats, Mike McCarty. And it's a 60-second timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 60. Don't go anywhere. Governors trail by 1. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
UM Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Janbus, welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
It'll be Austin Clark taking the inbounds pass. We'll see what the first-year head coach Mike McCarty has coming out of the timeout. Now to the left corner, it's Nathan Smith. Now Smith picks up the basketball. Now swings to the top of the key, Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson, 12 seconds left to shoot for Brookings. Now left corner, Burns trying to post up, he doesn't get it. Clark a hesitation, now looking to drive past Bus, a little contact, no foul. 5 seconds left, and a hesitation move all the way to the rim, blocked by Cade Kaiser. Great take by Nathan Smith, but Cade Kaiser from the help side swatted it away. Now 60 seconds left to play in this first overtime. Luke Olson and Pierre with the basketball, a chance to take the lead. Eladio Cemento, left wing, now gets, fake the top of the key three. Now a step back three from the left wing. That's short, rebound pulled down by Burns. A 15-second difference between the shot and the game clock. The Governors don't have to foul. Now you really can't give up the three-point ball here. And Mike McCarty's going to take another timeout. Or what's this going to be, a bench warning? Or tech maybe? Or are they reviewing the clock? Looking at the clock? Something that made Mike McCarty not happy. Now he's going to clap his team on from the bench. The officials will tell him to calm down a little bit, but 15 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Didn't look like any time was taken off, so I'm not sure exactly what the stoppage was for, but here we go. Now dribbling left is Johnson all the way to the rack. Layup rimmed out. Olsen with the basketball, 30 seconds left to play. Brianna Kusler is calling for Olsen to dribble over to the bench, and Brianna Kusler is going to use her second to final timeout. 24.7 seconds left to play. It's a full timeout. We'll stay right here. Once it's gotten late in the game in both the fourth quarter and in overtime, the Governors have seemed to go away from Dawson Getz. Gets his last shot, not necessarily the best. It's one that he could have made, but a step back three early on the shot clock, maybe it wasn't exactly what Brianna Kusler was looking for. You got to assume you want to get somebody on the dribble, or maybe a pass to the high post and try and get somebody cutting. Just something to get hopefully an easy layup here is what I imagine the Governors are going to be looking for. Pierre has trailed this whole game, trailed by as many as 10 points in the first half. They were down 8 going into the fourth quarter. They rallied to force overtime, but the Governors have not scored since a Dawson Getz three to start the extra frame. Brookings scored a couple of uncontested layups in the 2 possessions right after the Dawson Getz three, and nobody has scored since. Each defense has been able to stiffen up here throughout this overtime frame as teams getting ready to break the huddle. So it'll be Governor basketball with 24.7 seconds left in the game clock. The shot clock is turned off. Brianna Kusler with 1 timeout left for Pierre, and the Bobcats with a pair. You'd assume the Governors will want to get something quick here, because if they don't get something to fall, they're going to want to foul. A lot of Cemento comes and takes the inbounds pass now to Cade Kaiser. Olsen top of the key, 20 seconds left to play. Eladio Cemento right wing. Looking to find a cutting Getz, and he does. Getz on the right block, being triple teamed. Muscles it up and in! And the foul! Dawson Getz big time once again. He's got 26 on the night, and Pierre retakes the lead with 14.6 to go. Big boy moves from Dawson Getz. What a performance he's had. Being triple teamed by Bobcats, he got it to go. One more for Getz. Swish. Pierre 52, Brookings 50. Timeout, Brianna Kusler. 14.6 seconds to go. What resilience for this Pierre team. Brookings has not looked like a 1-15 team tonight at all. Brookings has been playing excellent basketball tonight. They've played with a purpose. It's senior night. A lot of the seniors making an impact for Brookings tonight, but the Governors, they have not shot at their best. They have not played their best. Everybody on that bench knows that, but they're one stop away from escaping this game, and it's about as like that's the definition of escaping a game right here. You trail the whole time, you force overtime, even trailing for most of the overtime period. Now you find a way, you're up 2 with 14.6 seconds to go, and Brookings does now have 4 fouls, as the Dawson gets and 1 was the 4th team foul. So a miss for Brookings, the Bobcats would be able to foul and send Pierre to the line. The Governors now are out of timeouts. The Bobcats still with 2. So a Brookings made basket here, and the Governors are going to have to go, and now Pierre will have a full court pressure here with Ty and Buss guarding the inbounder. It'll be Ben Moore at the 6'2 senior inbounding the ball. The Pierre sophomore and JV students chanting defense. Burns takes the inbounds pass, now gets it back to Moore at 12 seconds left. He's going to dribble it past half court and call a timeout. So that took just about 3.5 seconds for the Bobcats to advance it past half court. It'll be a full timeout taken by the Bobcats. Once again, we'll stay right here. So now, what does Brookings decide to do? Their leading scorer so far today is Owen Burns, and it's mostly been just post-ups, getting him the basketball and letting his size do the work with an undersized Pierre squad today with the absence of Jet Zabel. Your best attacker in this game has seemed to be Austin Clark, so if you wanted to get somebody on the dribble, Austin Clark is probably your answer there. Maybe you post up to Owen Burns. Either way, you probably want to get a quick shot opportunity here, and if you miss it, you want to foul right away so that you can send Pierre to the line and have a chance for one last desperation attempt to tie or maybe even win the game. Pierre broke the huddle 20 seconds into the full timeout. Now Brookings getting ready to break the huddle as well. So 10.9 seconds left to play. Pierre trying to squeeze out a must-win here on the road in the absence of one of their best players. .9 seconds left to play. It'll be Ben Moore inbounding the basketball in front of the Brookings bench. Able to get it to Austin Clark. Now 10 seconds left to shoot. Clark comes off a screen now, looking to come off another. Dribble handoff to Johnson. Johnson splits a couple. Johnson all the way to the rack. And he did get fouled. It was a late whistle. Buss got called for the body. Johnson threw one up. He lost control of the basketball. He did look to clearly get bumped, but there was no foul call right away. The foul call did come late, and Sam Johnson make that. Will have a chance to go to the line and tie the game. 3 seconds left. Pierre does not have a timeout, so if either one of these two were to be missed, Brookings would need a quick foul. Johnson, the senior, missed it to the left. And it looks like that Mike McCarty, the first-year head coach of the Bobcats, is calling for Sam Johnson to make this second free throw. But we'll see what he does. Second of 2. No, he intentionally misses. Rebound up in the air. Pulled down by Getz. And Brookings issues the foul with 2 seconds left. The Pierre crowd, bench, and student section, as in the JV and sophomore teams, is calling for an intentional foul. With 1.7 seconds left, Dawson Getz with the big rebound. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. The Bobcats have 1 timeout left, but will have just one last desperation attempt at best. So Sam Johnson missed the first of 2 free throws. He intentionally missed the second one, hoping that somebody could bring in an offensive rebound for a putback. But Dawson gets in that 6'3" frame, one up to secure the rebound, and now gets to the line for a pair. Switches the first. So a 3-point Pierre lead. Gets with 28 on the night to lead all scorers. And now Mike McCarty's going to use his last timeout here. It's a full timeout taken by Mike McCarty. Not sure exactly why you would use the timeout there, because you seem to be kind of out of luck either way. You make it, it's a 4-point game. It's over either way. You miss it, all you can do is rebound the basketball, take a dribble, and throw up a full court shot. You would think you'd want to save that last timeout to rebound the basketball, then call a timeout so you can throw a full court baseball pass and possibly attempt a half court shot. So now each team is out of timeouts. Either way, a tough spot here. I'd imagine Brianna Kusler would just back everybody from between the free throw lines. You do not want the possibility of a rebound and a foul on a shot. The only the only possible way that Brookings can tie this game right now is if they either A, make a full court shot, or they B, get fouled on a shooting attempt. Eladio Cemental and Cade Kaiser are lined up right now. So both teams break the huddle. Once again, each team out of timeouts. 4 in a row scored by the Governors. Dawson gets with all 7 points in this extra frame. One more for the 6'3" junior. Swish. What a performance for Getz. 4-point lead, 1.7 seconds. Half-court attempt from Nathan Smith. Missed off to the left, and the Pierre Governors come back and escape the Bob Jostad Gymnasium with a hard-earned 54-50 road win. In the absence of Jet Zabel, the team's leading scorer, Pierre was outmatched down on the block all game long. Owen Burns had about everything he wanted in that one. He finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds, but not enough as the Bobcats fall short to the Governors here from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. Don't go anywhere as the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show comes up right after this. As we'll recap a wild one here from Brookings as the Governors are victorious by a final of 54-50. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
With Venture Communications Advanced Fiber Internet, you have access to the internet speeds you need for the best online experiences with ultra-fast download and upload speeds, all at affordable rates, offering solutions for home office networks, extremely heavy home usage, work-from-home households, and heavy streaming or gaming, with equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or online at venturecom.net.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or home, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. Their skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, and personal injury. They're able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm in Pierre since 1881.
Like that.
Welcome back to our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. Our final here from Brookings High School. The Pierre Governors 54 and the Brookings Bobcats 50. Brent Bowen here with the head coach at the Pierre Governors, Brianna Kusler. Brianna, just wow. You're without Jet Zabel tonight. They came with a lot of energy. This crowd was into it. The student section was into it. their team, they were playing with a purpose. What kind of challenges did Brookings give you tonight?
Every challenge there possibly could be. You have an emotional night first and foremost with the senior night, and then the recognition of the mom who's battling cancer right now. And I think first and foremost with that, everybody's got to be praying there. It's certainly a cause that is near and dear to everybody's hearts, and that was didn't even think twice about supporting that, and we just hope and pray that she continues to fight the battle and comes out victorious. But they came out with a lot of energy, and I talked to their coaching staff afterward, and I admire very much what they're doing here. You would not look at the fight that team has in game 17 of their year with the record that they have. It'd be very easy for them to walk into the gym and not have much fight, but they clawed every single possession. So a lot of credit to Brookings for coming out guns a-blazing and giving us the game that they did. We certainly needed it, but you know what? I think what I'm most proud of is the fight that we had to combat that, and that's something I talked about in pregame, was that's something that we've felt is one of our identities, is the fight, and we've had games like this that we've come back. We don't love that we get down, but we've found ways to come back, and that speaks volumes to what these kids are willing to do for one another, and they're just wanting to go out there. It doesn't matter who is the person that is getting the job done. They all find a way to make sure that their role, whatever it is executed.
Yeah, and then talk about the adjustments that your team made after the third quarter. You're down 40-32. You just haven't seemed to. You chipped it down to 2 in the third quarter, but Brookings, they responded like they had all night. The full court pressure gets to them a little bit. Just kind of talk about those adjustments that you made after that third quarter and how your team responded from them.
I jokingly said before we got on air that I'm too young to be this old because games like this age me, but I don't really remember a ton from that. It feels like that was ages ago. But what I do remember saying was, this game is far from over, and 8 points right now. It felt, because of the energy in this gym, it felt like it was 20. I think stop and a score. We got our full court pressure going a little bit better. Some of that zone pressure there that they started to struggle with, and kind of got them a little bit out of rhythm. And then we were able to capitalize with some simple buckets in transition because of that pressure that they applied defensively. And so I think that message that was sent was, we're not out of this, and they knew that, but you just have to echo that, and they, each one of them, they came closer and closer together with every single stop. They found a way to get the job done. We go into extra here, which is, we're tired. We were tired in regulation, so they're going to be extra tired right now. But we talked about in the pregame too with them. Obviously, it's no secret that we're missing Jet, and Jet brings a lot of things for us. And it wasn't going to be one person stepping up to fill his role tonight and fill his void. It was going to take every single one of them, and that's what you saw. It took every single one of them to fill one of our missing pieces and just become, and what our identity defensively, rebounding, really took over. And it doesn't matter what whoever is playing, they find a way to get it done.
And then just Dawson Getz. How good was he tonight?
He was outstanding for us. I really challenged him at halftime because I didn't feel like he was giving us everything he could defensively. He's awesome for us offensively, but I didn't feel like he was giving us everything. And then you saw him respond the way that he did. He's got the longest arms in the state. My goodness, that kid is just longer than heck. But he found a way. He anticipated things well, and just played solid defense. Didn't give up some of the looks and not just him. There were others obviously that you could point fingers at. Certainly with it was a team effort in that first half to maybe give up some looks, but I think the way that they all come together and respond. But Dawson, I said at halftime, we can't rely on him just to be our offensive guy, but you know what? We're going to give him the ball as much as possible. I'm kicking myself in regulation for not giving him the ball at the end, and that's on me. But right out of the gate, we gave him the ball in overtime, and he's like, "Yep, you're right. You should have gave me the ball." So that's on Coach Kusler right there. But it's every time. Talk about the quietest kid. We joke to him after the game every single time that he has to go on the radio, and he gets mortified. So we won't make him come up on the radio tonight, but he's certainly deserving of all the recognition. He's put in the time. His teammates find ways to get him open. They set solid screens. Those are things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but they're critical in the success of the team. So again, just an entire team effort, a collective team effort tonight to come away with a win.
And then Luke Olson, it's no secret, he wasn't himself in the first half, but he really found a way to get going in that second half, not even necessarily scoring. He made a lot of plays on the defensive end, just kind of what was said to him at halftime to kind of get him the blood flowing a little bit.
Yeah, I think all of us, in the first half, my goodness, I think we missed 10 layups. We go down 7-8 at halftime, and probably should have been up about 3 or 4 at least. So that's a situation where just getting us composed. Luke's composure and command of the court is something that he does so well, and I felt like in that first half he maybe let them rush him a little bit. He said, and he did that for us in the second half, facilitated, executed well, and got some good steals, found ways to get his teammates going, especially Dawson there. And then just everybody that stepped up into their role that they had. But I think Luke really just settled into that responsibility, and it's a large task that we ask him. He does it with a lot of poise and a lot of grace, but it's not an easy task that we give to him every single night.
Hard to believe, but the regular season is winding down. You have 3 games left in this regular season. What are a couple of things that you guys are just continuing to look to improve on as this season winds down?
First and foremost, we got to get healthy. We had a lot of kids tonight that battled through. Jet was unable to go, and he's going to get healthy. We're going to get him back. We need to get everybody else feeling a little bit better, and then we'll be feeling good. We've gone a couple of weeks without our full roster ever at practice, and so for them to put this together, just again, it shows that fight that they have, and it doesn't matter who's doing what, they find a way. But I think we've got 3 huge opponents coming up, and the stretch when the schedule starts to tighten and there's only a few games, everything starts to be magnified a little bit more. And there's a lot of things that we can continue to take away from tonight that we can build on, but it's not going to get any easier moving forward. But what I love is the guys in our locker room, and because we know the fight that they have, and no opponent is too big.
Coach, thank you for your time. Travel back to Pierre safely. It's a long trek out for you guys tonight, and thanks for sitting down and chatting with me the last couple of weeks. I've had fun calling your games, and good luck here the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks for all you do. Thank you.
You bet. That's Brianna Kusler, the head coach of the Pierre Governor boys basketball team. And coming up as our Bank West pregame show continues, we'll get you some final stats, scores, and more after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
American Bank and Trust is rewarding you just for opening a new checking account. Hi, this is Amy Parsons. Enjoy a $250 bonus with account opening from American Bank and Trust. American Bank and Trust offers totally free checking and competitive loan rates. We are more than a bank. We're your community cornerstone. Your aspirations guide us. Local ownership, swift decision, $26 million lending from South Dakota Community Bank. Open your new checking account today and receive a $250 bonus. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Shop Dakota Mart for the freshest produce, highest quality meats, and delicious bakery items. And shopping Dakota Mart is easier because of the spacious aisles. Everything's easy to find, and you have a clean shopping environment. Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy offers free delivery and mail-out too. Thrifty, local, convenient. Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. 2013 marked the return of Pierre Governor basketball to the ranks of state champions.
The Governors opened the 2012-13 season losing 4 of their first 6 games by a total of 10 points. But they turned their season around, losing only once by 1 point in January and February, and went through the postseason undefeated to become the 4th state champion in Pierre basketball history. The 2012-13 Governor basketball team, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalry? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great. We're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, we're in the business of improving lives. That means ditching the fees big banks charge, offering cash back to do more of what you love, and boosting convenience with extended service hours Monday through Saturday. Bank how you like, when you like, with local financial advice when you need it. Let's get started. Learn more at bhfcu.com. Stop by any BHFCU location or call us at 1-800-482-2428.
Welcome back to the Bob Jostad Gymnasium here in Brookings, South Dakota at Brookings High School as the Pierre Governors escape tonight on the road with a win over the Bobcats by a final of 54-50. For Pierre, it was Dawson Getz with 28 points leading all scorers as Getz scored all 7 points in the extra frame for the Governors in this one and just hit shot after shot and made play after play to help the Governors win this one on the road without one of their best players in Jet Sable. As Brianna just mentioned post-game, he was great on both ends of the floor, especially in that second half is when that defensive intensity picked up. He was great scoring the basketball all night long. For Brookings, leading the way for them, there was Owen Burns. He finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds as he really used that size, that 6'5" frame to his advantage. Without Jet Sable, it was pretty clear that Pierre had a disadvantage there down low, and Burns was able to take advantage of it, but in the end it wasn't enough for his team as the Governors came away with the 54-50 road win. Our Bowman Lumber player of the game is none other than Dawson Getz, 28 points as I just mentioned, 7 points all scored in the extra frame. Dawson Getz was outstanding tonight, had the eventually game winning and won as off a missed three-pointer from Luke Olson. Dawson Getz out-rebounds 2-3 guys. He's able to muscle it up amongst those 2 to 3 guys, get the and one, convert the free throw, hit a few more free throws down the stretch. Is probably the main reason why the Governors avoided this upset loss here on the road, as Pierre improved to 10-7 on the season. Brookings fell to 1-15. Here's some other scores from around AA basketball, starting out with the girls' game out in Pierre. The Governors were victorious today over the Brookings Bobcats by a final of 61-39. In that one, Ryan Berry led the way for the Governors with 27 points, an excellent performance for Ryan there, and then Lennox Dupree finished with 17 points for the Govs. Pierre improved to 12-5 with that win. They're in came in today in 6th place in the AA standings. They're not going to go up with a win. Harrisburg still almost a whole seed point above them. And then lots of action on the boys' side of things tonight, starting out down in the Sioux Falls area as Brandon Valley went down to T to take on the Class A T Titans. They won't be Class A for much longer, but the Lynx went in there and won, took care of business by a final of 50-42. A high-scoring one over in Watertown as the Arrows defeated the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 74-71. And then, of course, here in Brookings, our final 54-50. Top-seeded Mitchell took down 5th-seeded Washington 60-55, a thriller there from the east side of Sioux Falls. And then we've got a tight one coming down to the wire from Lincoln High School. Roosevelt leads Lincoln 56-55, just about a minute to go in that one from Lincoln High in a girls and boys doubleheader. At O'Gorman High School, the second-seeded Harrisburg Tigers, they took care of business against 10th-seeded O'Gorman. The Tigers win that one 63-42. Out west, Sturgis Brown leads Belle Fourche 29-8 with 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Yankton's hanging tough with top-seeded Sioux Falls Christian at a Class A as the Chargers lead the Bucks 41-34 after quarter number 3. And then a couple games that tipped off moments ago, Spearfish hosting 14-2 Rapid City Christian, and then 1-14 Rapid City Central hosting 5-11 Douglas. Here's a quick look at the standings in AA. Mitchell is at number 1 still, and they'll stay number 1 with the win over Washington today. Harrisburg is at number 2. They defeated O'Gorman, as I mentioned earlier. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, they're currently sitting at number 3. They don't have much breathing room against Brandon Valley, so Roosevelt would drop if they were to end up losing that one to Sioux Falls Lincoln. Brandon Valley sits at 4. Washington is at 5. Huron all the way up at number 6. They were at number 9 when we had their game last week. They defeated the Governors last week, and then they also defeated Aberdeen Central on Friday. Huron's a team to look out for as the season comes down. Anderson Porish and Blake Alwine, 2 tremendous players for the Tigers there. Rapid City Stevens having a quietly good season. They're sitting at number 7. Watertown is at 8. Pierre at 9. The Governors avoid falling down those seed line rankings with the win here over Brookings. Watertown, though, who is just above Pierre, was victorious over Aberdeen Central, so those standings will not change there. Pierre will not go up. O'Gorman is currently at number 10. They lost today. Sioux Falls Jefferson is at 12. Aberdeen Central at 13. Spearfish at 14. Sturgis at 15. Yankton at 16. They would sneak in and play Mitchell in the 1-16 as a state championship rematch from a season ago. That's hard to believe in a Sodak 16 game, let alone a 1-16. And then to round out the standings, it's Douglas at 17. Rapid City Central at 18. And Brookings at 19. So once again, our final here on the Wagner Auto scoreboard from the Bob Jostad Gymnasium. Pierre a victor, 54-50. The Governors improve to a 10-7 record in this one, and the Governors improve to 10-7, and the Bobcats fall to 1-16. Our next broadcast of Pierre Governor basketball will be this Friday, as the Pierre boys will host the Mitchell Colonels from Pierre TF Ricks High School. We'll have coverage on River 92.7 for that one. The Governor girls will be in Mitchell to take on the unbeaten Colonels Friday night from the Corn Palace. That one will be right here on KGFX. Both games are set to tip off right at 7. Once again, our final from Brookings High School is Pierre 54 and Brookings 50. Thanks to everybody back in the Dakota Radio Group studio for their excellent work tonight, as well as our videographer Caleb Brozick for their outstanding work. As this has been a presentation of Pierre Governor Basketball, I'm Brent Bowen, and have a good night, everyone.